What's up guys, welcome to Billyvisuals, where we're all about visuals, and for today's video we're going to be talking about my beat up Pureboost 2.0. Now before I start the video, I just want to cover some things. I haven't been really posting a lot because I've been editing other content, and I was debating whether or not to upload that content to this channel. So my biggest problem with uploading different content to this channel is because I've made myself into a sneaker channel, but what I really want to do with this channel is to become a lifestyle channel. Alright, my bad for cutting into something that doesn't make sense, but basically this is the next day and I'm editing the footage. All I want to say is thank you so much for 1,000 subscribers. It's been a huge journey for me. Hopefully my work will actually pay off and my work will be more interesting and enticing for you guys coming forward in the future. I just want to do a little quick thank you for supporting me, and hopefully this visualized fam will grow even bigger. Thank you so much. Instead of narrowing myself so narrow to a sneaker only content, I want to try doing sneakers, travel, and as well as cars. The whole point of Billyvisuals is all the visuals that I can make myself and all the visuals that are enticing to the eye, because a lot of things that I like and that are interesting in my life are the things that are visually taken in or visually absorbed. Sneakers are one of the greatest visual things that I find pleasing to me. Another thing is cars, another thing is travel. Hopefully by putting out these new flavors in my channel, it would be much more enticing and much more entertaining to watch. Anyways, let's get into this Pureboost video. So on my channel, I talk about the Pureboost silhouettes a lot, and I talk about the Pureboost 2.0 a lot, but I've never shown it on this channel. The reason why is because the Pureboost 2.0 is my beater shoe, and look how disgusting it looks. Now, as you know from the title, that this video is going to be about painting the shoe Boost sole black. The reason why I even started painting it black is because of this problem. You can see on the bottom that the Boost midsole is turning yellow. The only reason why it's turning yellow is because the Boost material is very susceptible. The Boost material is very susceptible, I think that's a word. Susceptible to being dirty. The yellow just over time accumulates, and that goes with not taking care of your shoes. So if you guys take care of your Boost, you won't get the yellowing. So I searched up YouTube and I saw a lot of tutorials such as Hess Kicks teaching you how to paint the sole black, and because this is a beater shoe, I didn't want to put too much investment into painting it black. There was a lot of tutorials on like angelus dye and all these other tutorials. So I was thinking maybe I should just try with a paint marker. So these markers basically have paint in them instead of permanent marker solution like Sharpie, because permanent markers have a purple tint to it and they basically leave this purplish look on whatever you paint, especially if you're doing large areas of permanent marker coverage. This midsole, as you can see, is pretty wrecked right now. Like I said, this is a beater shoe. The paint stayed onto the Boost material without cracking, without losing color for over 7 months, and eventually once the snow hit, that's when I got discoloration on my shoe. Now I know it might not be as convincing, so in today's video I'm going to be basically wiping all the dirt off the midsole as much as possible, and through that I'm going to be covering it over with this paint marker. The only problem is if you have a light colored upper, that marker might go onto the fabric, and you have to be very careful because once it goes on that fabric, you can't remove it. You might be able to, but it's going to be very difficult. So you just want to make sure that once you paint it, you're only painting the midsole. This is what happens after wearing it for a full year of using a paint marker. It's actually not too shabby at all, in my opinion. I mean, this is a very beat up shoe. I wear it everywhere. I wear it daily. It's my daily driver. So I know it looks bad right now, but once you paint over it, you'd be able to last 3 months straight, no problem, no cracking, no losing color. Before I start, I just want to let you guys know that this is not the only way to paint your Boost. I'm just saying this is an alternative option. For my ball of my feet, when it bends at this point. You can see that the paint hasn't been missing there because of my walking movements. It has been missing because I've been scraping it against random things, walking around the street, walking around everywhere. So that's the difference and advantage of using paint marker versus angelus paint. But if you want a high quality, nice gloss finish, you wouldn't be able to do that with the paint marker. You could only be able to do that with the angelus. So the first step is to bring some wet wipes in, wipe off all the dirt from the shoe. You don't have to have a colored boost already. What you could do is follow the exact same steps that I'm doing here onto a boost that has never been painted. But fair warning, once you go black, you can't go back. So after cleaning it as much as possible, what we're gonna do is take the marker. Okay, this is a paint marker, like I said before, and then you're gonna go over the shoe. I always go from top to bottom to cover all the areas. Now painting it does not, and I repeat, painting it does not ruin the boost feeling. Unless the paint that you use is latex based or some kind of plastic base. Because when you paint it with a rubber base or a plastic based paint, that rubber compound becomes the wraparound to boost, and that loses its boost feeling. Which is also why a lot of boost shoes do not have a cover over it, except for Yeezys, because they use a different type of plastic that's flexible to the boost. Now depending on how good your marker is, you might have to do a few more layers in order to really take effect. Also, this is what damaged boost looks like. So this is the first layer of the black coloring. It looks a lot cleaner than what I showed you earlier. So I'm going to set this aside and paint the other one. So I just painted the both of them with the paint marker. As you can see, it's a lot cleaner than what it was before. So I'll wait for it to dry and I'll be doing it on feet of them. So I just waited about 6 hours for it to cure. It's dry enough for me to do a shoot of on feet. And from the looks of it, it's like 100 times better looking than what I showed you earlier before painting it. Alright, so now we're gonna move on to the on feet. Alright, I just finished a Pureboost 2.0 blacked out on feet. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and this procedure. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave in the comment section below. And if you guys like my content, it would be great if you subscribe. Thank you for watching my tutorial. This has been Billyvisuals, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.